The backwards loop, or E cast on, can you see the E? There's the E. It's a very easy cast on to do because there's very little to it. It's just a twist before you put it on the needle. And because it's a simple twist, it's great for when you don't want cast on stitches to be such a presence, you know, like when you're making ephemeral lacy shawls. Another benefit is that you can do it in the middle of your work. See, I've started this and now I'm adding on. And I have a few of my designs that have a series of intentional holes. And if I employed the knitted cast on or the cable cast on technique, I would have to turn my work constantly back and forth each time I wanted to cast on more stitches. With the backwards loop cast on, I can continue processing my stitches moving to the left. And another great thing is that if you're using it as your initial cast on at the beginning, you don't need to guesstimate the yarn that you need to make a long tail. You can start with a short tail and go from there. However, here are the caveats, and it's all about doing your return pass. Here, let's turn it around. Because there's so little structure to the stitch, there's very little to regulate your loop. And look at where the bottom of the twist is and the needle. It's more towards the back, away from you, and it's hard to see. And the yarn tends to strangle the needle, so have fun trying to get your needle into the loop. I mean, look at this. Let me see if I can. Now I'm spending way too much time trying to get purchase with the tip of my needle. It's always hard. Here I'm trying to do a purl. And even if I can, I have to then tug it down to sometimes I get in access in the back so that I can tug it down so that I can get it. And, you know, then you get this scenario where you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, in that if you need more yarn to make room for your needle, you're stealing slack from the next stitch coming up. And it's just this hamster wheel of dealing with enough slack to get your needle in. Okay, so I'm not having fun anymore. So I'm going to take these off. So I'm going to show you a technique that I learned, which feels like it's a close cousin to the slipknot cast on. The slipknot cast on is exactly as it sounds. It's a series of individual slip knots on your needle, and its stretchiness makes it perfect for ribbing. But the way most people teach it, it's very fiddly to do, and it's difficult to snug each stitch next to one another. And I'm not even going to show it to you because it's just going to confuse you. You can go on YouTube and see how it's done. So here's what I do. And I'm sure there's an official name, and I welcome anyone to let us know what that might be, but it's like as if the backwards loop and the slip knot cast on had a baby. So first I'm going to show it to you using my thumb. And I put the working yarn in my left hand, and I wrap my thumb around it twice. And I go in with my right needle, and I go under the loop closest to my palm, and I grab the second loop above and pull it through. Snug it up. See? Really easy. Whoop. Let me try it again. It's hard to see. There we go. Wrap it twice. There, really easy. And here's the thing. I'm wrapping it like this. You could wrap it the other way too. So whatever you like. See, however, just keep it consistent. I don't like that going that way. I like going this way. Oh, there we go. And what you're doing is adding an additional twist to the stitch. Here, let's take one off. See, there's a little bit more of a twist there. You can even use your finger, your index finger. Go this way. But here's the huge tip, which will work whether you're doing it more the classic backwards cast on or this hybrid. Don't make your stitches tight. They should be relaxed and not stretch the yarn. Believe me, the later you will thank you for it. So now we're going to turn the work and do the return pass. Whoop. And now look, the twist of the stitch is more towards you where you can see it. And now I'm gonna do some purling. Oh, so much easier. There's just enough space in there to get my needle in. And now my knitting life is fun again.